G'day. I like old things. I like classic things. I like vintage things. I like little curios. I'm not a big fan of mass-produced garbage. This is the desk where all the magic happens. For decades now, my secret drawer has been part of my desk. My desk is actually a very old washstand from my grandparents' place, which is easily a two-man lift. It's concrete with a lot of chips of everything in it, quartz. Weighs a lot, but it's very stable. And inside of that desk is a secret drawer. Where I like to keep a lot of old knickknacks and souvenirs and things I've collected over the years. So today let's have a look at this one. This is a driver's guide to the Traffic Act in Queensland, Australia, long before I was born. Thought you might like to take a look what's inside. This was the 24th edition, 1963, even before I was born. A lot of advertising there. Nothing's changed in that way. But everything else has. Including many road worlds. You can pause if you want to have a closer look at these as I scroll through. Some common sense things, I guess, still apply. A lot of advertising, including brands I'd never heard of. Eagers. You'll remember Eagers if you're anything remotely similar to my age. I think they're still around, I'm not sure. Anyway, some more road rules. No entry to choked intersection. Well, they're all pretty well choked these days. Driver signals, there you go. The old hand signals. I had a mate many years ago, Graham his name was, and he used to do hand signals in his old Humber Super Snipe. Although he had trafficators on the side, which were pretty cool, especially at night. Diamond turns, I think that's still the way we do it. I love these old books. Police signals, there you go. Don't see too many of them except at like emergency traffic incidences, but that's apparently where they do it. Speed limits. Oh. Speed limit past tram terminal. Speed when lights cannot be dipped. Speed of motorcycle with small engine. Yeah, okay. That's all changed. McCluskey Motors, Milton. Don't know if I am familiar with them. Anyway, I think they're well and truly gone, like most things in here. National Tyre Service. Doesn't sound familiar. Speed limit back then, it was in miles per hour still in Australia. Don't know modern motor school, but I think they're probably long gone. There's a bit of a map. That's changed. Kangaroo Point, Brisbane River. Yes, a lot more buildings than when this was put out. Try not to skip any pages here. Oh, see, I did. There you go. I actually scanned these and put them on Facebook a few years ago, but apparently I only put the ads on, so I'm refilming it. There you go. There's all modern vehicles that you might encounter today. Braking distances. Yes. All very good. Better zoom out a bit, I think. Okay, so this was the little book that I guess you were given at the time if you wanted to study for your driver's license. I had one for many years. I had a whole lot of old documents in an old suitcase, but yeah, I don't know whatever happened to that. A lot of old keepsakes. Nothing this old. Zenith. Yep, long gone. Children crossing, yes, they still cross. I remember in Vanuatu always laughing at the sign, caution, slow children cross here, and I thought, what about children of normal intellect? More advertising. Stop for funeral. Right. This will probably only be of interest to someone that was born in Brisbane. Now, here we go, Barnes Auto. I knew there was one there. Just over a year ago, I did a spot of acting. So, how have you been?
Oh, yeah, I've been better.
What's been happening? At the old Barnes Auto terminal, they were a towing company. I didn't realise on the day until I spoke to my sister the next day, but that's where they were based, is where I did that bit of acting. Now closed down. I don't recall them disappearing, but I certainly remember them. Now it's just an abandoned little group of, like a warehouse that they've divvied up into little studios for photography or filming, whatever is the need. So long gone. Also, I took a still photograph of it. Barnes Auto. I guess there was the phone number. Wow. We've doubled those amount of digits these days. There's another map. Look at that. Brisbane's traffic plan. Half those streets are all one way now anyway. I just thought you'd like to have a look at this book. I like these old things. More advertising, that's one thing that hasn't changed. Like I say, still frame this if you want to have a better look. Instructions. Maybe I should read this again. It's a pretty old book. Pretty old book. Hope you can see it okay. Check your engine. Not many people know how to do that. Yeah, okay, this goes into some things that not many people would know how to do now. Set the ignition timing. Yes, you always do that before you head off. Choose your own car radio. There you go. Carlisle Bush and Company. Circular key, near Customs House. Wow. A lot of advertising actually. Repco is still around. Different logo, but they're still around. No person under the age of 17 shall drive a motor vehicle. That's still the case here. 17 is the minimum age for a driver's licence in Queensland anyway, and I think Australia. There you go, sidecars. Don't see many of them around. Look at that. It's quite a lot of pages. Very old book. Stand service station. Car safety belts or seat belts, yes, they're still mandatory. Just like turning this page. There we go. Insurance, yes. State insurance, never heard of them. Long gone. Use BP Zoom. Blended two-stroke fuel for all two-stroke engines. There's even a bit of Well, first of all, here's your what insurance will cost you. I think that might have gone up a little bit since then. There's some first aid here as well. That's a good idea. More advertising. Driving habits. A lot of this stuff would still apply today. I'm not sure how much of it is taught. Looking at some of the drivers on the roads these days, I'd say not a lot of it. But that's life, isn't it? There you go. Stopping guides in feet. Of course, braking has improved in modern cars, but still advisable to stop. Registration labels. In Queensland, we only did away with them, I guess 5 years ago finally. They were always a pain in the butt, having to scrape the windscreen sticker off or unpeel it and then put a new one on every year. I'm glad they got rid of those things. Always a pain. Yes, we still have number plates though. Registration fees. Well, they've definitely gone up. Couldn't tell you what it is at the moment, but years ago when I last had my V8s, they were over $1,000 a year, so a lot more now. It still goes by cylinder, so if you happen to drive a V16, I guess you know all about that. One reason I downscaled a lot of my vehicles is just too many registrations and insurances to pay. Metered parking, yes, we still have that. And don't see too many of that model car on the road anymore, funnily enough. That's still a good idea about swapping your tyres, rotating them. Does extend the life of your tyres. Time to lick the fingers again. Caravan regulations, there you go. Advertisers index. Hope you can see this okay. I'm just standing up next to the desk here, trying to read over my shoulder. Coming to the end of the book and the end of the advertisers index. There you go. Cushiony feeling. Marfac lubrication. I saw an ad for that. Yeah, way back. So that's the end of the book. With one last PBR. PBR still make brakes, so they're still around. So not every company's disappeared. Anyway, that's your driver's guide. So there we go. Let me know if you'd like to see some more of what's in my secret drawer for a future episode. Cheers.